feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Oh, hello, everybody. Oh, my goodness. It's our first date night of 2018. I hope you get yourself all comfy and cozy for tonight. I am super, super excited to just have this night with you. You know, we're going to talk, we're going to chat, I'm going to take some callers, and we're going to have a good time. I know the beginning of the year can always feel a little uneasy. Sometimes you come in with excitement. Sometimes you're feeling a little discouraged. You know, you're coming out of that last year, and maybe it wasn't as prosperous as you wanted, or, you know, you had some things happen and you're working through it, and it can be tough. You know, January is always a kind of an odd month. We're like adjusting, right? You're kind of, you know, recovering from 2017, you're recovering from the holidays. You want to be optimistic about 2018, and you should be. You know, there is no good reason why we can't manifest what we want this year. All right. So I say dig your heels in and really, you know, let's make it about love. Let's make it about caring about one another. Let's make it about learning to reconnect and sharing and showing and understanding, and a couple of things. You know, I've been noticing the tension around politics and belief systems and stances, and you know that we're not going to make this anything, but my goodness, there's been like a couple people that, you know, I don't really discuss those things with people. I really don't. And even the minute I even bring up something, like anything, it's kind of like you get this barrage of someone slamming one side or the other. And you know, it's hard. I think if we don't learn to listen to one another, we're really not going to be in a place to come together as one. We're not going to be in a place to listen, because how's compromise supposed to happen if two sides don't listen to one another? So whether that's your personal relationship at home, whether that is your work relationship, or whether it is, you know, out in the public, I think we can really, really come together. I think it's okay for people to be different. I see all these posts all the time on Facebook, and there's so many that personally, they're not my point of view. And I'm not sitting there unfriending people. I'm not sitting there blocking, unfriending, like, because I think we're learning in a dangerous way to not listen. And so I don't know. I'm hoping in 2018 you will listen to me and listen to the show and use it in your day-to-day life, right? Let's take this to the next level. Let's take this to a place of creating change, but through love, through positivity, because I absolutely believe that we can. So there's a lot of callers in queue. Let me give you that number right now, 323-992-3115. And I'm, again, super excited. And for any of you who are watching this on a device or computer, do me a favor. Hit that share button right now. Just hit it and just share it. Just share this feed, because then it shares it with other people, your friends, your family. Let them know what you're up to. Because it's fun, and we're going to have a good time tonight. I want to also share with you, we're going to start, if you're in Los Angeles or even near the area, I'll tell you what, you could be a little bit in the Valley or a little bit in Orange County. I want you to come out and join us for our Sunday Spirit service. This is amazing that we're going to start this in 2018. For many of you who do know, Lisa Williams had this a few years ago. So Lisa Williams started this when she was here. And as she started to go back to New York, I was starting to help her with the service. And it was really fun. Me and my friend Rosa would, trade off, and other people would do the service. And we had a great time. Then it moved to West over in the west side, but we had to kind of cut it off. It was just problems with the space. So now I have my space in Westwood, and I'm just wanting to bring people together. We're going to stream this online. So if you are not in LA, but you want to watch, there's a group I have. It's a Facebook group. It is called Colby Rebel Spirit Center. You have to look for that group and ask to join the group if you want to watch it live. Colby Rebel Spirit Center, please, because that's the only, I can only share it in one place. So that's where I'm going to share it, and you can watch it. You can tune in and you can listen. We're going to have mediums give messages, and we're going to have a talk of the day. We're going to have some music, and it is such an amazing, amazing way for everybody to come together. And, I think there's so many times I said, I'm busy. I'm not going to do it. And, I think Lisa had an amazing purpose, and I just feel it's so important to carry on that purpose, to bring community together, to bring us together and celebrate spirit, celebrate self, celebrate the soul, celebrate our loved ones who are amazing. And so that's what we're going to do. So it's the second Sunday of the month. This one is this Sunday, January 14th. It's at 10 a.m. Pacific time. For you guys on the East Coast, that is 1 p.m. your time. So anywhere else, Google. I hope everybody's excited. Also, one last thing. I think there's literally one spot left for the Find workshop. This is next weekend. This is a 2-day workshop with two of my closest friends, AJ Barrera and Jennifer Schaefer. These two are just renowned specialists in this. They're intuitive forensic investigators. We work with law enforcement. We work on cases. We tune in. And we're going to take 2 days, and we're going to help people. How do you work on a missing persons case or an unsolved mystery? How can you help law enforcement? How can you use your gifts to then give back? And that's what we're going to teach. It's a 2-day jam-packed. All of us have been working super hard on it. So I believe there's like one spot. So if it's yours, you better book it now. Couple of other things, and then we're gonna get started. Okay, I'm gonna be at Awakenings. This is in Orange County. I'm super excited to go down to Costa Mesa, which will be amazing. And I'm gonna give messages from Spirit. That is your loved ones in spirit, and this is amazing. This isn't, this Awakenings is great. It's another. It's another friend, another light worker, Brandon and his wife, and they created this community in Costa Mesa. Think about it. It's just a lot of work, and they built this store, and people can get readings there. And obviously, if you're in that Orange County area, come to the event. Come hang out with me. It will be a lot of fun. We won't be streaming that live, but it will be a lot of fun. And I will, what we'll do is, let me just mention a couple classes, and then we're going to get started. I don't want to break it. Once I start the readings, I want to get in it and take caller after caller and as many as I can. So there's online. So a lot of you say, hey, how do we develop this? I feel like I have some gifts, or I'm feeling chills, but I don't understand it, or I feel like someone's talking to me, but I don't know who it is. I'm going to do this. I decided to do two things: work outside my own comfort zone and do an online class. So it's going to be an online power hour. And it's mediumship development. It's going to be beginning, intermediate. And I'm just going to, some of it may be a little advanced, but really going to just kind of help you understand how this works, how you can tune in, how you can look at something different. Again, I think there's like 2 spaces left. So it's very reasonably priced. You can watch it from the convenience of your home. So, if you're interested in that, do that. And then for something beginners and in the LA area, I've got the Intro to Intuition. So that you can bring a friend. It could be a girls' day. You could bring your kid and just have a great day in LA. That's going to be in March. So those are just some of the things coming up for 2018, because I really want to help people develop. You all have gifts. We all have gifts. And whether you want to do this for your life or for your work, you know what? There's nothing wrong with being able to tap into your boss to figure out if you're going to get fired or not. You have no idea how many times I've been able to tune in and know things. So we're going to take some callers. Super excited. Hope you guys are really looking forward to it. Here's the thing. When you call in, make sure all the sounds are off. If you could do that for me so there's no dinging, blinging, ringing. You're going to have to put God on hold until 6 p.m., okay? But do that for me, because here's the thing. I'm going to get as many of you in as I can. But if there's noises and distractions, it's actually way louder when someone's listening back to it. And so we want everybody to be able to hear and participate and join in and be a part of the healing. When you call in, please, you don't get the full hour to yourself. I wish I could, because I really would, honestly. Maybe I should do a marathon one day, a Colby marathon. But in this forum here, because we're going to try to get as many callers as we can, if you could do me a favor and just be a little more direct. What is your question? If you have a question, I need you to just be direct about it. Please don't beat around the bush. If you really want to know about your job, please don't tell me, what do you see about my life in 2018? Ask me about your job, just so we can kind of get to it. And a loved one in spirit. If you want a loved one in spirit, you got to tell me. I just want to try to move it through because it's our first date night, and I'm excited. I got butterflies. I'm all nervous, and I think let's do this. Are you guys ready? Let's do that. Let's do this. You ready, Tony?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Let us start with number 10. I can't. My contact's on in, so he's gonna have to help me read the area code. 405. Okay. So number 10, 405. This is Colby. Who is this?
Oh, my gosh, this is Barbara.
Hey, Barbara. Oh, my gosh. How are you, honey?
Hi. I'm just so excited to be on with you. Thank you.
You are welcome. Welcome. What can I do for you tonight?
Well, if I've just been wondering if you could see any improvement in my finances for the upcoming year.
Okay.
As a retired person.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got it. Here's what's interesting. I will say it feels like 2017 was tough because I felt like there was a lot of unexpected expenses. Things were happening and you were putting money out in areas that you weren't expecting. Does that make sense to you?
Yes,
okay.
Totally.
And then were there some health issues that you had in 2017, Barbara, also, or something connected around health as well for someone close to you?
Yeah, for myself, it was not, I just had a overall malaise of, different little things not feeling great.
Okay. Would I feel like, I'll tell you what, Barbara, I don't know what you did for a career, and we're going to find out just for fun, but you just would have made a fantastic teacher. I don't know what you did, but you just have the energy of someone who definitely can sit there and help people, either a counselor or a teacher, or sometimes nurses come in like that as well. So I would love it. I'm just going to give you a little advice here. If you're looking for a hobby or looking to kind of do some charity work, I would definitely see those areas. Kind of how can you help someone? Because I just think you would be great with kids or patients or something along that line. Okay.
Okay. Yes, I would love that.
Yeah. Now let's get back to these finances. I do feel like the finances, it feels like it kind of evens out a bit. Like I feel like these unexpected things, the repairs, the house, all those things, I feel like those things calm down. But I'm also hearing this has got to be about your boundaries as well. Like, again, I'm not sure if you're just used to giving money when someone's asking for it, but I keep hearing you got to kind of have boundaries and put yourself a little higher up on your priority list, because I feel like, you give the shirt off your back and then now you don't have something to wear.
Yes, I can be guilty of that. Yes.
Yeah. So I do feel like these finances will turn themselves around, but And I don't think it will be as difficult, but I also feel like there's a move as well. So have you been contemplating a move this year, Barbara, or looking at a different, because I almost feel like there's something changing in the living situation that actually helps with the finances. So,
okay.
Yeah.
No, I haven't, but we do have a rent house that's for sale.
Ah, there you go. Okay,
Yeah.
I bet you're going to sell this house, and I bet you once
All right.
I bet you once you sell this house, believe it or not, you're going to notice how much easier it is on your finances because you're not putting out for repairs and you're not it's almost like you weren't making enough off of that rental, right? So I feel like
Exactly.
Yeah, so I feel like you're going to be surprised letting go of some of those things, how much that's going to ease the pocket. So I do feel like there's going to be a change in that and letting that housing, living thing, that rental go. I do feel like it will sell. And it feels like it sells before the month of June. So that's in the first half of the year. So that's good news. You don't have too much longer.
That is good.
Yeah. So,
That is good.
Yeah. So keep
And you don't feel, because I really don't want to move. So could it be that it's the rent house for sale?
Yeah, it
thing?
definitely could be that house. Yeah, because, it's a living situation, right? And it has to do with home. I just wasn't picking up that it was an investment versus your house. I mean, it is your house. So you could see, it's just my interpretation. But yeah, I don't, but it was more about it felt like more once this housing thing changed, her pocket would get easier. So that makes total sense around this rental. So absolutely, that feels right. Yeah. So there you go. And I'm gonna tell you, I feel like May. I really feel like it's going to sell or close in the month of May. So what I want you to do is I would love for you to try to pull this in a little quicker, a little sooner for yourself. Maybe just see what you need to do to see how can you get more interest in it a little sooner. Okay. Maybe it's about lowering that price a smidge, or working with the realtor to kind of get more exposure. But it just feels like it. I'm telling you, it feels like it needs a little something to massage it out. Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right. I say fire them. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
Makes a lot of sense.
Oh, good. All right. Well, you are so welcome for that. I hope it helps. I hope that kind of lifts your spirits a little bit, gives you a little bit of hope around this. Okay. All right, Barbara.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'll get back on here and listen to the others.
There you go. All right. You have a fabulous night, okay? Okay.
Thank you, Colby.
All right.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so let us do number 9207. Okay, right? Number 9, is that 207? 9? Yep, right. Okay. Number 9207, this is Colby, and who do I have the privilege of speaking with? Dead air. I have the privilege of dead air. That's what I have. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Is it me?
I would hope so. You're on the air, whoever you are.
But it's Kathy Bouchard Martin.
Hi, Kathy. How are you, honey?
I'm okay, but when you said 9207, I was like, where'd the 9 come from? Because I thought you were talking the area code.
Oh, I was given the area code. 9 is for the engineer. It's a Q. Because the numbers come in Qs. They just random. So it's just a number for him.
Okay.
Yeah. You're on.
Oh, this is really neat.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes. You are welcome. What question do you have for me tonight?
Okay. Let's flip a coin. If you see a loved one jumping out at me, I'll take that.
Okay.
And it's funny you were talking politics because that's what I do.
Oh, okay.
And I have an upcoming meeting, and I want to know if it's going to be very beneficial for me. But I'll take the loved one first, if need be.
Oh, if need be, huh? Okay.
Well, if they're standing out wanting to hit me, yes.
Well, I will say this. There is a mother stepping forward that does want to hit you. So there's a lady in spirit that is like Mom. So is Mom in spirit, Kathy, can I ask?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she is.
Well, Mom is hitting you. So I feel like, but I do feel like Mom is connected to this other question that you have, because Mom gives me a feeling that she's also, Kathy, I got to be honest. I know you work in the politics, but I feel like you can be very opinionated or just have to be able to be strong about what you're upholding or what you're delivering. Does that make sense? You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And I feel like your mom was, believe it or not, there's a lot of similarities where I feel like, you had to deal with your mom having a lot of opinions about a lot of things. Like, I feel like sometimes you had to walk the line between, like, Mom, like, where's this thinking coming from, But she gives it to me with this sense of humor about herself, I almost feel like, could I ask, do you know what the word raunchy means? Could Mom have like a raunchy?
Raunchy?
Yeah, like a raunchy language, like, I just feel like she could just be like real direct, like real just forward with her words. Does that make sense around Mom?
To tease, yes, but she used to feel that me being in the politics so much, it took me away from them, the family, a lot.
Okay, because I just feel like what she's talking about with this meeting that you've got coming up is like, I just feel like she doesn't want it. See, what I feel like is going to happen, or what she's giving me, is I feel like this is going to be a very draining meeting. Like, I feel like this meeting, I just feel like with this meeting, it's going to be super stressful. And so around that stress, like, don't get too personally attached to it, because I feel like there's some, I feel like you're going to be held accountable personally if you get too attached to it. So it's just this feeling of, don't get too fired up emotionally with it, because I think that there's going to be, I almost feel like, when someone's on trial and the prosecutor or the defense goes after the other, I almost feel like there's a bit of that, almost like a council meeting, where they want to target someone. And so what I feel like is for you to just go in there almost prepared, so that you don't come across defensive about it, no matter what is happening. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, your mom is just giving me this feeling like, you be a cool cucumber, honey.
I get that.
Okay, because we want this to. I don't know. I just feel like, too, I don't know if you're planning on retiring soon or something around that, but I do feel like, and maybe it's just your mom's opinion here, but just to kind of take a step back, maybe, she wants you to watch your health more than watching what your job needs to be, so to speak.
Now you're flipping me out.
Does that sound like...
I'm not kidding. You are literally flipping me out.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, I do. Can I ask, Kathy, was Mom a smoker, or are you a smoker? She keeps showing me a cigarette. Oh, no, you're not smoking, are you?
I shouldn't be, but I do. I'm a secret one.
She is calling you. That is your mom. That's not my fault. Your mom just totally called you out. So no more secrets. So she's watching you. I know.
Oh, my sweet God.
I know. She just pulls that thing out and breaks it in half, honey. So you might want to rethink how you're going to work that out with Mom. So
if Tina is my niece. She's got the little skills there. Well, if she would be hearing this, she'd be passing out.
Oh, that is so funny. So funny. Well, listen, Mom sends you lots of love. And you've got, these decisions to make coming up, especially around work. But, with this meeting, just go in there knowing that, you're not going to let them get to you, that you're just going to be able to kind of go through this with a clear head. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm too young to retire, of course, and I have some major health issues with the heart, and my cardiologist does not want me to be doing this, but it's what I love to do. Yeah,
well then, I really believe that you have to try to find a way to manage the stress of the position, because we can be passionate all that we want. And I think it's wonderful that you're passionate about what you do and really quite to be envied by many. And you are making a difference and you are making a change. But, you know, you need to be here longer in order to really create that change, right? So find a balance in what you're doing. Listen to the doctor. Find a balance. Break those cigarettes too. And just find a way. Find a way to be able to have everything so that you don't have to pick and choose, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm so shocked right now because you like dead on.
Oh, well, thank you, Kathy. Thank you very, very much. And wishing you a lot of love and good luck with the meeting. And we will be thinking of you. And lots of love from Mom. And you have a good night, okay?
Thank you. Bless you, Colby.
All right, Kathy. Good night, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I love that. So if you guys have any habits out there, you may want to ask your loved ones not to bring them forward. Could get awkward. All right. How about let us do number 15, 919? Number 15. Okay. Area code 919. You're on with Colby. Who is this?
Hi. This is V.
Hi, D. How you doing?
Letter B.
Oh, B as in B.
I'm
B
doing
as in baseball?
V as in V.
What?
As in Victor.
V. Got
V
it.
as in Victor. Yeah.
I was going to go through the whole alphabet. C, E,
No.
G, oh, V.
Yeah.
What can I do for you, V?
I wanted to connect with someone in spirit, preferably my youngest son, Michael, who passed
Okay.
February of last year.
Okay, hang on one second. Let's see what we can do here, okay? And I feel like, you know, V, what's interesting is I do feel like your son is with another man as well. So this may be a grandfather or a father, but he's showing me with another man as well, an older man, okay? So it's definitely giving me this feeling of not being alone. So do you understand another man, like a father or grandfather being with in spirit as well?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Could be a couple of people.
Okay. I'm not going to connect to that person because I want to just take this time and focus on your son if I could do that. But he's just making sure we know he's not alone, okay? Your son shows me this. It's interesting. The first thing I got was tattoos. I'm not sure if he's telling me he had tattoos or somebody got tattoos on their arm because of him. So do you understand tattoos on the arm? Either he had them or somebody got them because of him.
He's got them.
Are they on like both arms like this or something like, does that make sense?
Yeah, he does. He had tattoos on both arms.
Yeah, because he shows me these tattoos and he shows me, listen, I don't think you gave him too hard of a time, but I do think you always tried to keep him on the straight and narrow. Do you know what I mean? And he was a real creative being, one that didn't like being inside a box. You know what I'm saying? So he makes me feel a little like he's a good kid. I really feel goodness from his soul, but I feel like this kid he just didn't fit in, or he didn't know how to fit in, and he didn't like the system.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Yeah, he and I think that's why, I got to tell you, I think because my name is Rebel, he sure does like stepping in and hanging out with me. He's like, oh, this is my kind of gal. Like, he shows me this feeling around him of if he didn't like someone, he wouldn't talk to them. Like, he wasn't really a player. Do you understand what I mean? Are you there?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay. Do you understand that he's not a player? Do you understand he's very authentic? Like, he just shows me, who he was walking through life. It just makes me feel like, I do feel like there's a feeling, too, of him getting lost or feeling lost or being lost. So do you understand that as well?
Yes.
Okay, and can I ask him, please, no offense, you just give me a no if this is a no, but is there also substance abuse with Michael? Can I ask drugs?
Yes.
Okay.
There was.
I know, honey. I just want to tell
There
you. Okay. I just feel like he, he takes responsibility for that. I don't really, he takes responsibility for that. And he does, it just has a lot to do with his sensitivity. He's super sensitive. And
Yeah, he was.
yeah, and he also gives me a J. Is there a J, James or John? Also, is there a name, a middle name, or somebody connected in the family and living or in spirit with that name as well?
There's a J in spirit would be one of his grandfathers.
Okay, so I think that's
And
what
then,
he's. I think that's what he's. Maybe that's what he was referencing earlier about being with that gentleman. But is there also another M name, like a Matthew? There's Michael. We've got Michael here, but is there another M name as
Right.
well?
No, not that I can think of.
Yeah.
Not in spirit, no.
No, in living too, honey. Living or spirit. We're not gonna. We don't peg them just to one area.
Yeah,
Okay.
not that I'm aware of.
There is. So
It could be one of his friends, but I wouldn't know.
okay, what I'll do is you take a look. You look around his Facebook and you take a gander, and then you can just leave a comment if that pops up. But I know there's another M that he's referencing, and I do feel like this one's in the living. It doesn't feel.
Oh,
like...
wait, there is. No, there is.
Okay. All
I
right.
forgot.
Who is it?
Yes, there is, and there's an M.
Okay. So I just want to thank you. I just want to acknowledge he acknowledges that person as well. Okay. I do also get the
Right.
feeling of, now he shows me February 14th. Okay. And I do get the feeling that this is about kind of letting you know that he's going to be with you for Valentine's Day, because I do feel like, it's very hard for you to move forward, very hard for you to even think about him or be kind of happy to even feel love, because he's in spirit. I know that this is extremely difficult for you. I mean, I think anyone who loses anyone is hard, but especially to lose a child is just got to be just overwhelming. And I just want to tell you that he's okay, but he puts his arms around you, and he says, Mom, I love you. You're my best friend. And I just feel like he had some things that he wasn't quite sure how to manage. He wasn't quite sure how to balance. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
And I just feel like he doesn't, he's like, don't be mad at me. And I know you're not. You're not. But, he's got those childish ways where, like I said, I think he was a good kid. But, like, I really do feel like he'd get himself in these little messes and then you'd have to get him out. And I think you would love anything more than for him to just be in a mess and you got to go fish him out. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like he just says,
Yeah.
Mom, I'm sorry. I want you to know how much I love you. And that, I just almost feel like he wasn't thinking clearly. And I just feel like he wants to apologize for not thinking more, for not calling out more,
Yeah.
But I do let you know that he's around you. And also, I don't know, this is an odd thing, but I don't know if there's a thing with sneakers or if you've got his shoes or... I don't know, but he just showed me
His sister.
Oh, she's got a pair of his shoes?
His sister has his shoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That was an odd
His
thing.
sister has sneakers.
Okay, let her know that he knows that she's got the shoes and that he's around her, okay? And I do feel like there's a lot of love for you and V, and my condolences to you. My heart goes out to you, honey. But I want you to know that your son is not in pain. Your son is feeling so much love. And I just feel like if there's one thing I can give you is to know that how much he loves you, okay?
Thank you so much.
Yes, you are
I
welcome.
really appreciate this. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, V. And you have a good night, okay, honey?
Thank you. You too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, I'll tell you, it's heartbreaking, those things. I think most people, you know, the all the bartering that people do, what I would give up to have this person back, or to have one more moment, or to be able to say what I wanted to say. And I just, you know, when you listen to V and you listen to the grief that is in her voice, you know, if there is someone in your life that you're having an issue with, or you're having a little spat with them, you know, call them up, resolve it, tell someone you love them, reach out and tell people how you feel. Even if they're not that type, right? You know, even if they're a little older and they're not real emotional, doesn't matter. You tell them anyway, because it's just that one thing that you can always hold on to, where they knew how I felt. They know how I feel. All right. How about we take another caller? How about number, I don't know. How about number 20? I think that's 720. Let's see. Number 20, 72. Hello, this is Colby. Who is this?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello, this is Marta Colombani. Am I with you?
Yes, you are. Hello.
Oh, my God. God bless you, goddess. I love you. I can't believe it. All right, let me be quick. I know you have to be brief, and I'm just excited. Thank you very much, and I appreciate you, and you're awesome.
Oh, you're welcome.
I need to know if there's a loved one around there, and if he's looking for me, and what's my mom? I want to know if King Tata's around there. She passed away the day before the hurricane in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
It was on September.
Okay, and that's in September. Okay, and your name again?
Marta Colombani.
Marta. Okay. All right, Marta. I will tell you, let me see who's coming forward first, or who's coming forward stronger. You know, there is a person with a heart connection. I almost feel like this is the man for you. You have a man in spirit as well, right? You wanted to talk to your mom, but there's also a father in spirit as well. Is that correct?
I have my brother that passed away a few years ago.
Okay, would you understand a heart condition around your brother, Marta?
Yes.
Okay.
His heart was bad.
Yes. Okay. And would you understand? I don't know if he was. Did he have a little bit of a belly on him? Can I ask, Marta?
No, he didn't, because he was very skinny. He died of a heart failure, and he had AIDS.
Okay, hang on one second.
But I have a few uncles up there.
Okay, hang on one second. The male I have, he's definitely hang on one second. I feel like this is the brother. Give me a second here. I do feel like, because there's a strong heart failure connection with him, okay? There's also something with his stomach. So if he didn't have a big tummy, do you understand something in his tummy or his stomach hurting? I mean, I just feel like towards the end of the passing, my stomach isn't working. Something's not working in my stomach.
Well, probably because his organs shut down.
Okay.
Ask him if I cleaned this poop. If I cleaned this poop when he was in the hospital. if I cleaned his poop, that's him.
Okay. I do feel like that. I feel like this is your brother, but he's giving me this feeling of not wanting to talk about his poop to everybody, if that's okay.
Okay, that's cool.
He gives me that feeling of being very. So I want to take it back right before he was sick, because I feel like he's very friendly, lovely, bright eyes. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like
he has gorgeous green eyes. Yeah,
and I feel like he would talk to everybody. You know what I mean? And he's giving me this feeling, and I do get this feeling around him of mom being with him. And I do want you to know he is holding mom, okay? And mom gives me this feeling where she gives me this feeling of not being able to say goodbye. I feel like there's people around where she didn't get a chance to say goodbye to them. So do you understand that, Marta?
Yes, because she was in ICU and the hurricane came to Puerto Rico the day before, and she died like a few hours before the hurricane. So
I know, but I'll tell you,
go back to the hospital for 2 days.
I'll tell you what.
Talk to nobody.
I'll tell you, you know, it's tragic the passing of your mom, but what a beautiful timing her spirit had to make sure that
I think it's perfect.
You know,
yeah.
I think her spirit, I'm telling you, I think her soul was like, oh, hell no. Because I really feel like she was ready. I really feel like she felt at peace with her life. Like I really feel like her family was everything to her. It makes me feel like she felt good about her kids, you know what I mean? And I do think she wanted to be with her son. Like I feel like that was a part of her that said, okay, I've got family there, I've got family here. I'm a lucky woman. Like I think I just get this sense where she says I'm a lucky woman, you know? And she gives me this sense, Marta, where there is this feeling of a cross with her as well. So do you have her cross, or do you understand a cross or prayers for her? That she would have worn a cross. She keeps showing me a cross.
I used to pray for her over there when I would take care for her for those 3 months that she was in the hospital.
Okay.
And I had her crucifix.
Oh, you have her cross then. So you have her crucifix, yes?
No, I used to put her crucifix on her bed when I used to pray for her.
Yep.
Because I did a whole bunch of stuff and energy changing.
Yeah, she shows
and
me
loving that woman.
Yeah, she shows me this feeling too of fixing her hair or kind of brushing her hair off her face as well. So I feel like there's just this sense of you would pamper her as well, try to comfort her. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. There's also this feeling where the left side, I don't know what was going on with her, and we're going to find out, but there's something around the left side of her too that wasn't doing well. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like one side of her body wasn't doing well. Does that make sense to you, Marta?
Yes, she had a pulmonary embolism and a deep vein thrombosis on her left side.
Oh, baby. I just feel like, I got to tell you, though, she is so energetic. I'm not going to talk about the end of her life because, again, prior to that, this lady is energetic. She's moving around. You couldn't keep her.
But how come I can't hear her or see her? And I believe in all this spirit world, and I'm not afraid. And I don't get anything.
I think there's...
Is it me that I'm blocking her?
No, I think there's a couple things. It could be. I'm going to tell you really quick, just quickly, I just got super dizzy. Did she get lightheaded, or was she getting dizzy or something? Is that how they found out what was wrong?
Yes, she was having problems with her dizziness, and she would lose in and out. Yes, I think too many medications.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if I pass out, someone call 911. I'll tell her to stop. But, here's the thing as to why you feel like you can't see or feel her. One thing is if you are deep in grief, it's, the vibration is lower. It's like a wet sock, a wet rag. And so it's just harder for you to feel them around. So just, be kind with yourself and allow yourself to go through the grieving process, okay?
Could it be because I'm angry at her?
Well, that's anger, Marta. Anger is one of the stages of grief.
And that's a dark, and that's a,
yep.
I know.
Yep, it's just one
I left her fine. When I left Puerto Rico, she was in the hospital with dialysis and everything. When I left Puerto Rico, she was off dialysis, off her meds, and I did all this energy love work for her. The only thing she had to do was just get out of the bed and work, because that's all she needed.
Right. But
it was just a miracle. And I left, and 4 weeks later, she was back in the hospital, and then she's gone.
Well, you have to kind of look at it this way. Your energy, when you were with her, your vibration was so high, your love was so strong that you were holding this space for the both of you, okay? That's why it's almost like you were crutches for her, It gave her purpose. And when you left, it was harder for her to kind of do it on her own. I really feel that her body was failing. I really do. And so try not to...
It took too much turmoil.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, so try not to, you have to work through the grief, and anger is part of that process, but try to work through it and understand that it's not personal. It's not that she didn't love you or that she didn't care about herself or didn't care about being here enough. It really came down to, I really feel that her body couldn't sustain itself by herself. I really do. And so if you can find it in your heart to forgive her, I bet all of a sudden you're going to see all these signs, symbols.
I do. I just feel like,
yeah,
I forgive. I just feel like I got gypped. You
Yeah,
know,
well,
like, girl, you owe me a couple of more years, but that's okay. I still love you, and I took good care of her, and I
yes,
saved her,
you did.
and I kissed her, and I sang to her, and I used all this energy work, and I know that love is true, and the work you do is amazing. So I
Yes.
know you got to let me go. I'm
Oh.
waiting for more income to come because I want to have a private session with you, even to talk, because you're an amazing woman. I love the freaking parrot or whatever the squirrel you have that
Oh.
comes to your house. God bless you, girl, and you keep on doing your stuff. And tell my mom and my brother out there, I love you guys, and thank you.
You are so welcome.
I guess I'm more excited that you picked up the phone.
Lots of love to
Woo!
you. Lots of love. Okay, so there you
Lots
go.
of love to you.
Thank you, baby. So that's the thing. Everybody, here's the thing. Marta is saying, hey, I want to know that my mom is around. Why don't I see her, or why don't I feel her, right? Here's the thing. She got through tonight. She got through. I mean, there's a ton of callers. There's a queue. And so that, to me, and I'm not in the grief process with her mom. So to me, it was like her mom does want to step through. Her mom does want to say, hey. Her mom does want to say, I'm okay and I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to do this to you. All right. So I do hope, lots of love to you, Marta. I do hope that helps. All right. How about we do one more caller? Let's do this. Number 17, is that 926? 956. Oh, 956. Okay. 956, this is Colby. Who is this?
Hi, this is Maria.
Hi, Maria. How you doing?
Good, I'm doing good, and you?
I'm fantastic. I'm doing well. What question can I answer for you tonight?
Well, I have question about my current relationship.
Okay, I got to tell you really quick. I knew you were going to ask. I should have just said that, but I knew you were going to ask about this relationship. Listen, I think there's a lot of, do you want to know everything?
Yes.
Okay. I think there's a lot of bumps.
Tell me like it is.
Oh, girl, I will. We're all going to get all up in this because there's a lot of us that can relate. There's a lot of bumps in the road with this relationship. There just feels to be a lot. I'm just feeling huge tension, huge miscommunication. Like this person, I don't know if they're fully being honest with you. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like your intuition is kicking up. Your intuition is like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And I feel like your spidey sense is like knowing that something's not feeling quite right. Does that make sense to you, Maria?
Yes.
Okay.
Right from the beginning when you moved in.
I know, baby.
Yeah.
I think, you got through because you need to be validated for your thoughts and feelings, and this person not keep telling you it's all in your head and that you're making it up, okay? Now, what you're going to do, that's completely up to you. I can't tell you to leave this. I can't tell you. But I think there could have to be some major change in this relationship in order for you two to get onto the same page, okay? Because I don't know if this person has the same work ethic in making this work the same way that you do. I think you're super, super loyal and committed, and I'm not so sure that this person's not taking it quite as seriously. So, I think the best thing for you to do is try to communicate, but not with anger, because I do feel like you get angry at them, and that's really because when we don't feel validated, it's, when they try to make you think you're crazy, that's the worst feeling in the world, right? So try not to get angry. You need to just start asking yourself, what do I want in a relationship? And is this stepping in? Is this feeling right? Because I feel like this is a pretty serious relationship. Like, I don't know if you're already married to them or not, but this doesn't feel like this is just a couple dates in.
See, you said it. We were married and for about 3 years, and he went on to work and he cheated on me, and then he came back and we tried to make it work. It didn't work out, and we got divorced. And we're still divorced, but we were apart or separated.
I know.
For 8 years, and just recently, last year, he said he wanted to come back, and I kept asking why, and he just kept saying, "I want to work this out."
Yeah.
But I've never heard, "Well, I love you," or "I miss you," and since he's been here, it's been just
bumpy road.
I mean, like
stressful,
canceling, and Just like any word I say, any facial expression, anything is miscommunication and fighting and fighting and fighting and money.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, we went to counseling, and the pastor asked him, I said, well, do you still love her? And he said, sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, here's the deal.
And
Listen to me.
then I think he came back because of our kids.
Well,
honestly,
I think he came back because it's a comfort zone for him. I think, I don't know if it's really because of the kids. I really feel like it's a comfort zone. And I feel like for him, it's a safety blanket. You're a safety blanket. And the thing is that you keep taking them back. And you did 8 years. You did so good. You're getting there. So the thing is
single, 8 years.
I know. You so good. Here's the thing. I know you love this man. And I know that's why, and I know you care about the kids, and I know it's important for you to have that family unit, and I know that that's why you keep saying yes and opening the door to him. But I think you have to really be honest with yourself. You have to look at this pattern. I think you have to trust and know that it does not feel that this pattern will change. And so you have to just decide if that is going to work for you, okay? I hope that helps. I mean, we are out of time. Otherwise, I could spend the next half hour with you. But, it validates you. You're not crazy. I think you just have to stand in your own power and know that you are loving and you are deservable of a committed spouse that loves you all the time and not just sometimes. All right, honey? All right. So you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, everybody. Well, those were some tough calls, and I hope everybody got some healing and some inspiration, and we're able to get a little bit of insight from just listening to the other callers. And it's just trusting the system as to whoever gets through is who's meant to have the message this particular evening, but maybe you can piggyback some of that message. All right, so thank you so much. I loved our first date night, and, please visit, follow, share, do all those wonderful things, and thank you guys so much for spending the hour with me. Have a great night.
Sometimes I feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.